It's on. I'm gonna talking.
Huh?
It's on. I'm talking.
This weekend.
Well, Mallory's back this weekend from work, so we did some of nothing, and then we did yard work, and we went and saw the movie Trainwreck.
We saw that.
Amanda said you were going crazy about it.
I think she's just. I don't know if that's really her or that's just the part she's playing, but she didn't play that part very well.
Yeah.
Like I don't like the fucking volumed out, monotone. Like
she was weird. It was a weird movie, but I was more impressed because I got to see like 3 people walk out within the first 20 minutes. It's a very vile movie.
Yeah, it's not. Like we watched it. I mean,
there were parts of it that I thought were absolutely hilarious.
I won't be owning it on DVD. There were parts that were hilarious, and it was like a chick film, and then a chick trying to be like a dude.
Yeah,
at the beginning.
Yeah, it was a mix.
But it's I didn't think she did very good. Like I don't know, maybe she's an awesome actor, and that's the part she played. Like I've seen her in a bunch of movies, but never a movie that was her own movie.
Yeah, I didn't know she wrote and directed the whole thing.
She was kind of like piggy looking, like.
I don't think she's very true.
She's like soft and pudgy, but like then when you saw her with her clothes off, she doesn't look soft and as pudgy.
It's weird because she doesn't have.
Yeah.
She reminds me of a turtle. She has no lips. Do you know what I mean, Amanda? Like if someone has absolutely no, like, I can't even do it. But I couldn't pinpoint what part of her face was doing what.
No DSL in there.
Yeah, I was confused. But anyway, we went and saw that too, and then we.
Like the funniest parts were all in the previews.
Yeah. Yeah. We went and saw Inside Out too, which is a Pixar movie, because we both like cartoons and stuff.
What was that about?
The concept, this is what gets me, is Pixar has these really cool concepts. So the concept of the movie is, in your mind, there are these 5 things, and you got happy, or you got joy, sadness, disgust, anger, and scared. And they're these 5 little people that are in your head, and they talk and communicate with each other and teach you how to react to your outside world, and they're these cartoon characters. Which is, it was really funny. But it's also a child's movie that we went and saw, so even though we were very entertained, it's probably not good that we were that entertained by it.
Yeah, but that movie meant something totally different to all the kids in the
theater. It did. Me and Mallory talked about it.
You take a kid and show them that movie 5 years later, it'll mean have a complete.
It did. Like there's cartoons in it, but then like there were definitely some like at one point I was like, so this character just committed suicide to further the rest of the characters of the movie, but I don't think any child's taken that away. They just think one of the characters went away, but it's very obvious he sacrificed himself for the team. But I remember I was like looked at Mallory. I was like, I don't know if this part should be in a child's movie, because I was like I'm not even supposed to be sad, and that makes me sad. He killed himself.
You don't even have the capacity to be sad.
Not very well, but like that was like legit. I was like, he died. I think he just died. He just committed suicide. But anyway, we did that. It was really about the gist of it. Amanda, did you work this weekend at the farm?
I did, and I got a migraine headache from it.
From the heat? It was really, really hot.
I had to go home and go to bed yesterday.
She was not only the heat, but
Just bending out. Oh, okay, picking shit up.
I had her picking up pine cones. Well, we have like 20 gallons.
No, I bet we do. Yeah, I bet we do.
Because I didn't want to run them over, like, because we'll make a pine cone wreath out of the pine cones from the property at Christmas.
We can tell someone,
and then we can auction it off. I'll bet you that motherfucker would be expensive.
If you have a pit like that and be like, oh, you're in trouble, you have to dive into the pine cone
pit.
Dude, that would hurt.
Foam ball pit.
Yeah, that would hurt. So, what was the little snake you posted? I saw the snake.
I'm sure it's a ringneck, but I've never seen a brown ringneck.
Okay, because it was like brown. That's what I was looking at it, and I was like, I do not know.
Bright orange underbelly, orange ring like a ringneck snake, but it was brown. I'm sure it's a ringneck snake. Very, very fat, well fed. I mean, they eat bugs and worms and shit. And it's about the size of a big worm. Yeah, like the first picture, I thought you had some sort of worm, but then when the next one, I was like, oh, that's a snake. Well, I was mowing, and Curtis Jackson and Philip come over with the snake, and who was holding it? Curtis was, I think. Because he reptiles a little bit. Yeah, maybe. And Philip goes, "Is it poisonous?" I go, "I don't know. We'll know in a minute when it bites him." I said, "Nah, the only poisonous shit we have here are copperheads, cottonmouths, and maybe a coral snake and rattlesnakes,
Yeah,
and it's not any of those."
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I actually haven't seen a snake this summer yet. Like, not a bad one. We went all through the woods yesterday, and it was evening. Like, I kind of halfway figured we'd see one on a rock or something.
Copperheads, the thing with copperheads, man, they blend in so well. Chances are you walked right past them and you just didn't see them.
Yeah, I was watching, because we were in leaves, I was like, legitimately should be mindful.
Yeah.
Because I've seen some people post, I think it was on your page, someone was asking, you know, what is this or whatever, but it was like, it was leaves, and like I had to stare at the picture until finally I was like, there it is, I can see the pattern break up through the leaves. But they do, the copperheads look exactly like a poplar.
Whereas you see your king snakes and your chicken snakes, which is a rat snake, they flee pretty fast, and they move, so you see them. Whereas the copperheads will typically
sit real
still. Yeah. They're not going to try to flee as fast.
Yeah, that's what makes them kind of dangerous, I guess, for hikers and whatnot.
Well, if you step on them, I mean, and it's not as bad, the envenomation is not as bad as it is from the other snakes.
Yeah, it's the lesser of, way less than coral snake or
you definitely don't want to be bit by it and have to go to fucking Camden Hospital, like we don't have.
I was going to say, I wonder if we even have antivenom.
No, they'd have to fly you to Nashville.
Talking about some cheddar then.
We got a...
Or a really fast car.
Yeah.
I wonder if Henry County Medical has it. It's a little bit bigger, not much.
They might. I bet you they wouldn't administrate it because if it goes bad, they're going to have to do a fasciotomy, open it up, relieve pressure, compartment pressure, debride the wound. I'm saying probably they're going to send you. They're going to send you to Nashville. Although they do have like a hand bite, like we got some good hand doctors over there and shit. But I'll bet you they don't. I'll bet you there's going to be an envenomation.
I don't think I've ever heard of anyone being bit down here. Like since I've been here. I would think with all the hunters, with all the hunters and stuff, I think we would have heard of it.
But well, most of your hunting's happening when the snakes aren't out.
Yeah, all the duck hunters, it's already too cold. And most of the time, I think whenever I hear of it, it's usually turkey hunters and bow hunters, because turkey hunters are there in the spring when it's starting to get warm, and bow hunters starts in weeks. And so I mean, that's whenever it's still warm and there's still snakes out.
I got bit by a rattlesnake.
Yeah, I know you said.
October 1st, 1986.
Yeah.
Left thumb. You can feel the difference in the two thumbs.
Got a little mushy.
For a long time, when I'd be out in the cold, like go skiing, my thumb would turn white.
There's nothing there.
Completely just lose color, yeah.
The lack thereof. It appears as there's some thumb there, but
that's there.
Not so much.
And it's kind of recovered over time. I think we've got. I guess that's yours.
Thank you.
About the time we do all the dishes, somebody will walk in and go, "Hey,
yeah,
where's mine?"
Or a friend will walk in.
Friend walks in. That's it. He should have brought us breakfast.
Where's our biscuits?
Not much friend.
That doesn't look like a Hardee's bag.
Hardee's is fucking nasty. I thought Hardee's was Carl's Jr.
Was what?
I thought Hardee's was a Carl's Jr. It's the same thing. Hardee's on the West Coast is called Carl's Jr. with the green burrito, and out here it's got red burrito, I think. Hardee's and red burrito. So we stopped. What was it? Thanksgiving?
I don't remember.
Christmas Eve? We were going someplace, driving back from Jackson, and maybe it was New Year's. I don't know. So we stop at a truck stop. And there's a Hardee's in there. And Amanda's like, "You want a Hardee's?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'll get a Southwest bacon burger or whatever." You know, it's a fucking. I ate them as a kid. We had a Carl's Jr. right by the house, and it's a barbecue sauce, onion rings on a cheeseburger. Dude, so we go in and they got the menu, and I ordered something, and when I got it, it did not look. It looked like a fucking piece of bread with a nasty fucking piece of meat, and like the picture had onions on it, like sliced onion. This had like some crumbles of onion. It didn't look fucking nothing like that picture.
False advertising.
It was fucking terrible. I ate like 2 bites of it. It was fucking the nastiest. Fucking disgusts me. Makes me angry just thinking about it right now.
This disgusts me.
Because like if you look at most fast food these days, it does at least somewhat resemble the photo. Like McDonald's, I haven't been to a McDonald's in
I've been
years.
to one long time.
But when you get one, it has at least real lettuce on it,
Mhm.
and it has a real tomato. It has no flavor to it, but it at least looks like a real tomato, not this shit.
Maybe you just got a bad one. Like I had, not ashamed to say, when Mallory did something Saturday morning. Anyway, oh yeah, she had a nail appointment or whatever. She went and she brought back Hardee's biscuits and gravy. It was good. Like it was a butter biscuit and sausage gravy, which is kind of hard to mess up anyway. But
The difference is that the Hardee's you ate at is a standalone store. The Hardee's that we ate at is in a gas station.
well, I guess I
A
could.
gas station is still.
Yeah. You're being awful judgmental on those people.
No. It's
What
factual.
do you mean those people?
What do you mean, you people?
Just factual.
That's true. I got it.
I mean, whether that actually makes a difference or not, I don't know, but I'm just guessing.
There's a shit ton of people in Paris this weekend.
Why?
There's
I
the-
saw a bunch of bass boats,
Yeah.
fish and shit going on.
Yeah, there is a teenage bass classes or something going on. God, we went to eat Saturday evening, and we were on like an hour wait.
Where?
Fresh Market. It's never an hour wait. Like I've waited 5 or 10 minutes there, but it was a long wait. But that's our waitress was like, "Oh yeah, we've been slammed all day. All the bass people are here." Which was cool. I was wanting to go see weigh-ins, but it was just too damn hot.
Wait, watch the stringers?
Yeah, see what they brought up and
Do they
everything.
put the fish on the stringers? How do they do it?
Nope. Not, of course, I don't know because I'm not a bass tournament fisher, but I think what you do is you have your live well or whatever, you bring up, they help you pour them into a tub, and a judge helps you take them over to a table, and they weigh each fish, and then, you know, they put you in the thing to see where you're placed at, and you
Do
can
they
shake
let those fish go?
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
How do you determine where the fish gets let go?
I don't know.
What if he was the dominant fish?
I guess they could be throwing the ecosystem off.
I wonder how that works.
I actually do wonder now.
Not that I really give a shit, but
No, but I wonder if that, because displacing them like that would change.
yeah.
I wonder what the TWRA does about that. I wonder if they
Yeah, because you know they'd be pissed you go scoop up some minnows and put them in a pond.
they would.
But they're letting all them fucking big predator fish go.
I wonder if they. Oh well, and because okay, and that's what I was thinking. Because they're big, I wonder if they're because you have to get a certain length and a certain whatever, so it has to be a certain maturity level. I wonder if they think removing them isn't as big of impact because you're removing those fish. You know what I mean? Like kind of like killing the oldest buck so the new one can come up.
I don't know, but this is mozzarella cheese, and mozzarella cheese makes everything better.
It's close. I'm a Jack and Cheddar fan. Mozzarella is good with chips and melted.
You know what I hate? I don't like pimento cheese or pepper jack cheese. Hate that shit. But that shit, that dude sent that pepper jack cheese.
Oh, that was really good.
Oh my god, that stuff was good.
I don't like pimento cheese. It looks too. It's like wet, mushy stuff. Like I can't.
So
It has pimentos in it.
So I like olives. You like olives? Get these Spanish olives, have the pit in them. But they're real meaty.
What's
Like
a pit?
the pit, like a cherry pit, you know, the seed.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
But they're real meaty. It's in a skinny jar. There's maybe 30 of them, 20, 30 of them in there. But so you eat it and you just chew around the seed and then you spit the seed out. But there's a lot of olive to it.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty good. And then you get the we've been getting these olives with jalapenos inside them.
Mm-hmm.
Those are good. So if you take a margarita and you dump a little jalapeno olive juice in the margarita, it gives it a totally different flavor. That's pretty good too.
Heard from Cody?
I haven't heard a fucking thing.
I was
from
like, how's
Cody.
the desert?
His mom sent me pictures of him on a little water sled inner tube type thing, flailing around. And he came into the wake. I'm like, okay, here it goes. I'm waiting for it to go upside down. And he stayed on it.
Oh.
No carnage, nothing.
No carnage.
I've texted him several times. I haven't heard a fucking word from him. I guess I'll call his mom, tell her to make sure he called. He comes home Saturday.
Very cool.
So does Babyhead.
When they fly in on
2 separate times they fly in Nashville, a couple hours apart.
cool.
Cody will fly in from, they both flew into Vegas, but Cody will come home from Vegas and Babyhead will come home from San Diego. So.
Is it like a half-hour difference?
2 hours different. Time-wise?
Yeah.
I think the time's the same there. So Babyhead will just pick Cody up and then probably just leave Babyhead there overnight and pick him up the next morning.
Have someone stand there with a card that's like, these are your hotel tickets for you to sleep here tonight. Here's your microtel.
He'd be stoked if we sent him a limo. We'll send him a Volkswagen Beetle limo.
Just send him an Uber driver instead.
So, Jacob said that they've banned Uber in Florida. I don't know if it's all of Florida or what the deal was.
Yeah, I saw him post
And he said, how the fuck's that illegal? Because think of the money that everybody's getting off the taxi unions. And they're not getting it from the Uber guys. Because the Uber guy, they're gonna try to license it. It's all over money though.
Dude, I can't, like, Uber went from like just a spit in the wind to like a huge thing in no time.
So is it like a free market? It's a kind of a freeware thing, or is it? Do you get hired? Are you?
Yeah, you have to be hired.
So you gotta be. So there's a background check.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay.
Yeah, yeah. They actually run you and everything. They say, yes, you can be an Uber driver. You get your stuff, and then they remotely watch them. And when you pick them up, just like a taxi driver, like you push a button and it starts running your thing. They push the thing. They pick you up. And you verify it with your phone and everything that you were dropped off, and you can give a review and everything. And Uber charges you enough that they make their certain percentage off the drive. The driver gets paid, and you know you get your whatever. And it's not expensive.
So there's no transfer of monies. Physical cash.
It's PayPal. Everything's done through PayPal.
So that the driver is safe. Then he can't be robbed because he doesn't carry any money.
That's right. Everything has to be done through a separate account.
Wow.
And so there's no transaction in the car. You can designate whether you want a sedan or an SUV or whatever. I was kind of wary about it at first, but after I used it a few times, like it was really handy, and like it was much cleaner. Like every car I got in, I was like,
They're personally owned vehicles.
Yeah, yeah, and those everything they do, all their gas, the price of their vehicle. Like one guy, he was like, "Oh, this is brand new." And he's like, "It's this tax write-off because this is my job." I was like, "Huh," like
if you only used it for that.
Mm-hmm.
What So when you call, you just book it online, and it shows. How fast does it show up?
Minutes. It's like having your own valet everywhere you go, basically. And like in the realm of like keeping drunk drivers off the road, it's pretty useful. Probably saved a lot of lives already. So like I can't. That's why I was like, I'm surprised they're gonna ban it somewhere. But I can't see how it would affect the local market and economy and everything like this that's already got established services and stuff.
Somebody's not getting a kickback off of it.
Right. Because I'm sure it hurts everything, not just taxis, but any type of public transport. Because I'd much rather drive with Uber myself. Driving some cool cars so far.
I don't think public transport profits.
Oh yeah?
I don't know.
Like I don't know how any of it works, but
think about the cost to maintain a bus versus the $2 a person that ride it or whatever it costs nowadays.
Yeah. But yeah, I forgot where I was going with that. But oh yeah, Sebastian.
Babyhead.
Yeah. That's Saturday. I was asking because I didn't know when he was getting back. Kent was wanting me to come down and shoot a match. I don't think I really want to go.
Why?
Because you have to be there super early.
What's that have to do with Babyhead?
Well, not Babyhead, but
so,
Cody.
Cody?
Yeah.
But if Cody doesn't go, you might win.
That's true, I might. I think JC's shooting it again, and he won it last time.
Jesus Christ.
Justin Cole. He beat Kent last time, so.
He looks kind of Jesus-ish if we skinnied him up, like made him more jaunt, I guess.
Yeah. Made him a little more jaunt. Thinned him out. Start doing lots of cardio, giving him only one slice of bread a day.
John Dunn looks very Jesus Christ-ish.
Yeah, he does. His initials are wrong, but. But yeah. No, that's why I was asking. No, but I don't think I really want to go. It's in Memphis.
Yeah.
You gotta be there at 6:30 in the morning. That sounds horrible to me. That means I have to leave my house.
Before that.
Yeah.
It means you might as well just stay there Saturday night.
Exactly. And I ain't doing that because Mallory gets back that big son.
From the other direction?
Mm-hmm. Too much work involved. Sorry, Kent. Is it?
You can't shoot it?
Mm-hmm.
Is he gonna win?
He didn't last time. JC beat him.
What?
Yeah.
So JC fucking undid his fucking scope wrench.
That would be funny if that's what happened. Yeah, I don't actually. I think Kent came in second, but JC did beat him, which is funny because Kent did work on JC's gun and set it all up for him and taught JC a lot of stuff.
You're so busy getting JC up to speed that he hadn't been practicing. The sacrifices Kent makes.
That's right.
Kids from Southern Cerakote, if you guys need anything painted or Cerakote,
Yeah. Painted or gunsmith. Yeah, Cerakoted or gunsmith.
or just breathed on or touched or
I was gonna
pressed.
say, I think if he gives it his blessing, it kind of helps. Because that's I was talking to a guy from the class last night.
I heard it cuts down fucking half minute of angle.
Yeah, it does. He re-ground and rechambered one of his guns and gave it back to him. And Jeff was was the Leatherneck Tactical's brother. Anyway, he said, yeah, we went to the range, and I was like, oh, how'd you do? And he sent me a picture, and it was his low development. And like, there were two groups that were pretty impressive. I was like, yeah, I'd say it's doing all right. And he was like, yeah, Kent did that. I was like, oh, well, should have known. I was like, that explains a lot of it.
Kent working on your gun will take your 12 minute of angle flinch down to a 1 minute of angle flinch. So dudes used to come to class and they asked Jay Gibson, what about the Coriolis effect and the oleander leaves and the borealis, and they heard some shit on shooter. I was like, slow down there, Turbo. Let's work on that 12 minute of angle flinch, then we'll worry about all the rest of that shit.
Yeah. Yeah, shooting long range precision is a practice. Everyone worries about the major cool parts of it, except if you can nail down the 80% of it that's actually fundamental.
They're just using words. They don't know the fucking meaning themselves.
Mm-hmm. Well,
at least the dudes that in class asking that.
Yeah.
Because it's a fucking sniper class. It's fucking stalking and unknown distance and shit. It's not.
If I took a sniper class, I would be excited to not learn shit about shooting.
Yeah.
And more about the creeping, what it means to be still for that long.
That's what Scully said. Fucking sniper school, 10% of that shit's shooting.
Yeah. There's a whole different way. If you're actually, like, real sniper. Sniper isn't shooting long distance. Shooting long distance is shooting long distance. But I guess snipering could be relatively close. It would just depend on whether or not you were good enough to get that close.
Yeah.
Like, I can't imagine. That's what, I know that they, like, you can't, you have to lay still on a crawl for, like, days, and you've only moved 100 yards. You couldn't do that.
FBI statistics said, and I don't know if it's still true, but FBI statistics used to say that average law enforcement sniper engagement was 72 yards.
Yeah, I bet, especially in an urban environment.
Yeah.
But you might have to shoot at something really small on 72. Like if I had to shoot next to someone else's head while they were being held, or I watched one on a video, and the dude was going to kill himself, and he's on a